Hello, my friends. I felt called to come on and do a twin flame reading. I know that sometimes when I'm doing readings, counterpart energy comes out, so I call it a counterpart reading. But today I purposely wanted to do a counterpart reading. And very interesting, I grabbed my counterpart card from across the table, and when I picked it up, "We Are Coming Into Union" is on the bottom. And like 20 cards were left behind. So when I picked it, it's a big deck. When I picked it up, that one, the others fell off, and that's what was showing. So I thought I would come do a reading. We are coming into Union 1111. So let's see what's happening here, my friends. We'll go. So we've got someone longing for you. I'm not sure if, I don't know if you're talking to this person or not. We have, "I want to hold you in my arms and feel our bodies unite as one." So this card, number 2, is, it's 2 of Cups energy. It's this person wanting to share energy with you, obviously more than energy. Anyway, High Priestess energy. So this is someone who feels these things, but is currently probably holding them back from you or not talking to you about it. We also have 3 Empress energy. So for me, with Empress energy, it could be that this person is working on nurturing themselves right now. So maybe they're not moving right now. This is also like 3 of Wands energy. It says, "I'm changing this pattern and moving forward." So this person is on a bike. They're on their way. Something is changing here. I also want to point out that this says August 26th. If that's, and New Jersey, if that's symbolic to anyone. I thought I'd mention it. I've never mentioned the little, I could see it in the stamp here, and it's not on every card, but it caught my eye. August 26th, that would be Virgo. You could live at a distance from this person. I'm seeing an airplane. I'm seeing air mail. So they could live at a distance from you. Plane right away. So now we have May 25th, New York, May 25th. That's soon. "I feel like I don't deserve your love. I'm worried you'll leave me when you see who I really am." High Priestess energy again. So this person has like lack of self-esteem right now. So you probably, I'm imagining there was a trigger. And, maybe you realized your worth and you stood in your power and you went through a glow up, and it's causing this person to not feel worthy of you anymore. They could have also done something to hurt you in the past. Maybe there's things that they haven't told you. We have communication. "I watch you on social media and the internet. It's my way of staying close and finding out more about you." So they are keeping an eye on you here. Even if you have them blocked, I feel like they probably have another way of keeping their eye on you. That card did a little flip. We have a Union card. "We are one. Don't let fear get in the way of this truth." And part of the counterpart journey is the feminine has to believe in it. To me, from what I understand, once the feminine loses hope, once the feminine thinks their counterpart are unchangeable, that they won't ever transform, that's kind of where it ends. Because they say the feminine leads the way. Anyway, not that I'm blaming anyone here. It's not an easy journey. I see you guys in my comments all the time. This journey is not for the faint of heart. It's not. It's a mind fuck. Timing and intentions. What does this say now? It just says airmail again. Yeah. "I'm trying to understand how my thoughts create my reality. I know I need to stay positive, are you? And what did I just say? Oh my gosh, that's so crazy." So the way that counterparts work is that your energy is, it goes around and around and around. And this says, "I know I need to stay positive, are you?" So like I was just saying that, like sometimes when the feminine loses hope in it because they haven't heard from their counterpart in a long time, years maybe, they lose hope. Anyway, very interesting. Again, I'm not here to trigger anyone and tell you that you're not trying or any of that. And this journey is no joke. It's messy, it's hard, it's confusing. You're constantly tested by your ego monster. Very interesting. Listen to this. I'm looking at a book that's right in front of me, and I'm talking about this journey and about how there's tests and there's ego monster and it's slow and you have to go through growth. And I'm looking at this image right here, and we see this feminine person, not talking about gender, holding a snail, very, very, very slow. We see the spiral in the snail, symbolic of breaking cycles. We have the mushroom, symbolic of regeneration and growth. And look at these little ego monsters in the background. Very interesting. That's really interesting. Anyway, we have our love will manifest through union of heart and mind. Expanding these areas allows our love to grow. And I know I sound like a broken record, but it's so easy for us not to believe in this stuff, and to give into that fear, like, oh, I'm crazy for believing that. Oh, that's never been, we can't see that with our normal eyes, so that must not be real. It's hard to believe that you'll be in union with your counterpart if you can't see any signs in the 3D of it. And the feminine truly has to come into, well, there's a lot of healing that causes the masculine to heal as well. But the feminine really does need to detach and embody that energy of surrender, that if you're meant to be in union in this lifetime, it'll happen, and that you're open to what the journey brings you. And it's usually when the feminines surrender and have that unconditional love where they no longer hold resentment towards their counterpart. There's no longer the fear that they'll never be together. There's no longer the chasing. That's when the masculine starts to wake up energetically. It's not an easy journey. It can take years. Anyway, I'm not going to give in to fear. I know fear is only an illusion. And we think as a society that our fear makes more sense than our intuition. And that is crazy. That's crazy. That we give more credit to our fear than our intuitive power. Don't listen to other people. Trust yourself to know the truth. So you could be someone who other people tell you that you're nuts for believing in this. Other people could tell you, there's no such thing as twin flames. That's just an excuse to be narcissistic, or whatever people are saying nowadays. That's what they were saying the last time I checked. We have, I miss you, let's both stop running away. And we see, this to me is very symbolic that you and your person connected in the 5D. And there's just this physical barrier in the 3D between you, or there's a 3D barrier in between you. Maybe you're in an energy where you're running too, where you feel like this is too much work, that your person will never change. We do have a few about growth here. August 26th, again, 1907 could be symbolic. I'm going through physical, emotional ascension symptoms. I need space to rest, but from a higher perspective, I'm releasing old energy. So this could be someone who's kind of fallen off the radar. Maybe they're quiet. Maybe they think they're sick. Maybe they think they have a migraine. All of these muggles thinking that they're like, oh, I have a flu. No, you don't. No, I'm just kidding. I can already tell I'm triggering people. But I've learned how to listen to my body, and now I know when I'm going through something, like when my throat chakra becomes blocked anyway, or I have a sore throat. I often tell people that I had a communication blockage, and for like a year of my life, I was convinced I had throat cancer because it hurt every time I swallowed. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that. Soul Tribe, are you here? Let's see what else comes out, my friends. We have, please send me energetic support. Use the frequency of love to uplift me because I need your help. So this is someone who's going through change right now. They're going through spiritual lessons, perhaps karma. They're not feeling well. It's because they're ascending and they don't even know it. I'm afraid you're going to meet someone else before I'm ready to be with you for good. That's a catalyst sometimes. So what happens is you're in your power as the feminine, doesn't matter your gender, and you're starting to glow up and look attractive, and they're watching you online. They're seeing you're getting attention. They're seeing that you're changing. They see that you're having fun with your friends, you're growing, you're evolving. And then it sparks this fear in them that someone else is going to come get that empress, you know? I feel you pulling away, and it triggers my fears that you'll leave me for good. What did I just say? After the feminine detaches, and essentially some feminines become runners, that's when the masculine wakes up and starts chasing and starts energetically coming back. Knight of Pentacles style, usually very slow. My kids are so loud. Can you hear them? They're just having a good time. Anyway, when I let myself go deeper into thoughts of you, I can feel my heart opening. I gotta tell you, when I was in runner energy, I learned how to shut my heart down. Like, I knew how to shut my heart down so that I wouldn't feel it, but at some point you can't push it away anymore. The universe kind of sends you signs and synchronicities that you shouldn't be pushing it away. Interesting. 5611. Let's get a few more. Can you hear my kids giggling? I have a really hard time saying, like, be quiet, stop laughing, stop having fun, stop being happy. Which is, you know, what my parents did to me. I laugh now, now that I'm healed. When I was a kid, it was more like I'd be laughing with my sister, and we'd be like, ha ha ha, we're having such a good time. And then we'd hear slam. We'd hear a door slam, as if we were being too loud. You think I'm not listening to you, but I am. I hear everything you say and even replay our conversations in my head. So this is someone who's replaying events over in their head, thinking about this, thinking about the way that maybe you shone a light on their shadows. They're thinking about how you made them feel. They're thinking about memories. I wanted to send you a message today, but I was afraid to. I don't know if you want to hear from me or if I can say the right things to you. So this is someone who's hovering over their phone. Look at that. This is someone who has their phone and they're actively like, maybe I should reach out now. I'd long ago shut down those parts of me that wanted love, romance, and intimacy, but you make me long for those things again. True story, you guys. I did not know. I have to tell you, a lot of the times when counterparts meet, they experience a feeling that they've never felt before in their life with anyone else. It's a mind. Very confusing. So this could be someone who never thought they were going to get married, never thought they were going to meet someone who would be partner material. This could have been someone who was already married. Maybe you were already married. And you thought, oh, this is just how love is supposed to feel, like doing the same. No, I'm not going to go over that. But soul love feels very different than muggle love. Those muggles. Them and their muggle love. No, I'm just kidding. Muggle love is beautiful too. But spiritual love is special. I long for your kisses and your touch. Lots of longing here, my friend. Lots of longing. Elizabeth could be symbolic. I've never, ever noticed these little things on here before today. I can't validate our love in the 3D until I understand our spiritual love in the 5D. Give me time to explore this aspect so that I can be a strong spiritual partner for you. So their higher self could be working on connecting with them. Let's just get a couple more and then we'll get tarot. I brought out my Light Seers tarot for this one. This situation is being caused by the both of us. Oh my gosh. Look at your own role in this situation to help us change it. Listen, this one is so important. I went through they're so loud. I went through so much of my counterpart journey thinking that it was my counterpart that had all the problems, but it was me too. I had I'm still working on it. I have a lot of, you hear me talk about my childhood. I have a lot of defense wounds. I have a lot of 5 of Swords energy, get away from me. I'm going to push everybody away. And I actually pushed my counterpart away thinking it was only their faults and shadows until I realized I had a lot that I was working on. And as a reader, that's what I find the most, is that people don't understand their side of the lesson. So a lot of people believe that all their counterpart has to do is wake up and come back and everything will be fine. But usually the feminine also has things they're working on, like detachment and surrender and release of control and release of like typical time. I had to give them a children. Anyway, so yeah, so like I said, for a long time I was pushing my counterpart away because I fell into that programmed thinking. Anyway, it's a two-sided thing. It's a two-sided healing journey. And I think that what a lot of people don't understand is that most of that healing happens in separation. So you do all your growth alone, and that's why there's separation. And at some point you come back together. Every time there's a reconnection, it's like the universe saying, can you walk this path together now? Have you healed enough to understand what's happening here and to understand your triggers and to not push each other away? And most of the time that reconnection, you know, it works for a little bit and then it falls apart again, until you can come back and walk the path together. I said that was it, but I'm going to get another one. Okay. I wish you could see that we are mirroring each other right now. So this is someone who could be watching you grow and evolve, and they're saying they're doing the same thing. When you feel a certain way about them, they're feeling that. If you're missing them, they feel that. If it's like really weird things, like if you're organizing your house and doing spring cleaning, chances are they're doing some type of reorganization in their life. If you're going through, if you have a couple of days where your energy is at an all-time low and you feel unwell, very symbolic that they're going through physical, emotional ascension symptoms and you're picking up on that energy. Anyway. All right, so let's get some tarot for this to see what's coming in. I actually want to get that deck that I was looking at. I don't believe in accidents anymore. And I was looking at that as I was talking about the counterpart journey. And, you know, the tests that you encounter, the shadows, like some shadows you don't even realize you have. I tell people, like, my partner has never triggered me the way my counterpart did. Ever. Ever. My partner would see me have, like, a bad reaction, 5 of Swords, Knight of Swords, and they would become very silent, and then they would just forgive me. And we just did that dance for years and years and years and years and years. But when you're dealing with a mirror, it's a little different. Anyway, what am I doing? I haven't even shuffled a card yet. Wake up, Kelly. Maybe your person needs to wake up. Maybe they're getting a wake-up call. All right. So, we have beginnings, new beginning, a delicate new beginning. Remember, listen. Look at this red string of fate here. And look at this beginning that's about to hatch. It's like it's being supported by the universe. I also feel like maybe, you know, I don't know if you've tried to cut the cord, but that reminds me of cutting a cord that looks like scissor handles. It's also symbolic, like just looking at this, that this person is treating this very delicately. Like when they come in, they're coming in carefully. They know they need to come in carefully. And this could be exactly what I was talking about, you know, how is it time for the two of you to come together and walk the same path together with this egg? Can you do it? You know, I'm sure there's some type of relay race with a spoon and an egg. Anyway, maybe it's like a 2-3-legged spoon race, egg race that you're doing. Anyway, I'm just not making any sense. What else is new? Yes! Yes! Listen to the little creature in your belly. Don't listen to your ego monster. That's your intuition. Look how pretty your intuition is. It says listen to the little creature in your belly. That's your gut. That's your soul. That's your solar plexus. Look. It's okay. So we were talking about the ego monsters, you know, in the background. And Spirit's telling you, listen to that one, the one in your belly, the cute little creature. I think it's cute. In your belly. Maybe that creature turns into this snail. Anyway, that's your solar plexus. That's your intuition. So don't listen to your ego monsters. Again, why do we give our ego monsters more credit than our intuition monsters? I don't get it. All right. So let's see what comes out for you, my friend. I've got the book ready. So let's have a look at this twin flame connection. Bury your dead. What is this about? 42 lovers energy. So let's, oh my gosh, all these cards are falling over. Tower moment. Look what just came off the top of the deck that I'm going to use. 10 of Pentacles, long-term stability. 42, 42, 40, 40, 42. It's on page 101. It's on page 100 and 101. 111. 111 on the timer. Anyway. My nose is whistling. This moment asks you to let go. Surrender control, remember? When a dream dies or a plan fails or a relationship ends, there must be grief before closure. Otherwise, you cling to what no longer has life force. Your own attachment becomes a burden, draining you of your vital energy and lifeblood. Do what you must to honor the passing. Create a ceremony, shape a memorial, enact a ritual. Even though it can be the toughest thing to hear, this passing is happening for you, not to you. Trust that. Whatever helps you separate the ending and turn towards your new beginning is what you need right now. And remember the new beginning. And remember, it talked about a ritual, doing a ritual, and I talked about cord cutting, so maybe you've cut the cords. But that is one thing that, you know, I think I really struggled with, was letting go of the ending. And it doesn't mean you're letting go of the person, you're letting go of the version of that person, because the unhealed version of your counterpart, who you had a tower moment with, you know, you need to let that version of them go and hope that the healed version of them comes back. But anyway, maybe you do need to do some kind of detachment. I tell people that I listen to detachment meditation when I'm sleeping. And all night I think his name is John Moyer. All night he talks about your worth, that you don't need to be energetically attached to people who bring your energy down. Very helpful. It caused a change in me, and it helped me detach. Interesting. We have light the candle of grace on the bottom. What else do you need to know? What else do you need to know? Look, it's a little friend. He's so cute. Look at him. He's so cute. He's smiling. He's not scary. 21, world energy. Listen to the little creature in your belly, not the monsters. 21. What does your gut say? What is right for another may not be right for you. This is a time to test advice or direction against your own experience. That little being that lives in your tummy will always tell you whether you're aimed in the right direction. It's essential. I don't like it on that side. When considering your options, not to rely solely on the mental acumen of a pro-con list. Your mind only knows so much, but your heart, especially your gut, are connected to you. I deal with anything that comes my way. I deal with anything that comes my way, your affirmation. And this is a time to test any advice or direction against your own experience. So it feels like something is coming your way and there's going to be a test. Interesting. Your mind only knows so much, but your heart, especially your gut, are connected to your soul. They know much, much more. Trust the emotional hit you get. What happens when you're in your body when you consider the options? Does your heart expand, your breath deepen, your energy soar? Or does your breathing get shallow, your heart shrink, and your nervous system tense into a fear-shaped thing? Does the little friend in your gut grin with possibility or shrink into the depths, hoping to hide? This is your guidance system at work. Trust it. And we were taught not to trust this little person, but to trust everything else we're told. I have to tell you that as someone who's on this counterpart journey, who was married when I met my counterpart, you know, a pro and con list didn't work for me. I sat in my bathroom floor crying in darkness, asking the universe, what the hell am I supposed to do? Asking this little guy, what am I supposed to do? Not that one. And let's get one more. We haven't even gotten tarot yet. Focus. Ooh, 3811. Maybe things are about to come into focus for you. Ah! 555 as I 555 as I said that. 38. You have a choice right now. Look, see, there's something coming. There's a choice or something. You know, maybe it's that your unhealed counterpart comes back and, you know, you have to, sometimes they come back unhealed and you have to say, this time I'm choosing me. You don't seem healed. This time I'm choosing me, you know? Maybe you're choosing whether or not you want to invest in this journey anymore. You have a choice right now. Look at what you treasure and what you despise, what you hope for, what you fear. Either way, what you think about grows. Your focus is a power source, amplifying and expanding what it perceives. Now is the time to use this very simple power to direct the energy and flow of your experience. When you focus on what you already have with gratitude and on what you want with love and appreciation, you create the energy version of your vision before there is any proof in the material world. You can take that vision to the planning board and map your own road to world domination. We're going to take over the world. Let's do it. Or us light workers, let's do it. Let's take over the world. I'm king of the world. All right, so we're going to get tarot now. So look at this. What the heck? What? What? Remember in the reading, I was saying you're probably glowing up, attracting attention. Your person's watching you on social media. And the 3, and I said Knight of Pentacles. Didn't I say Knight of Pentacles? Slowly coming in, changing the pattern. Anyway, that's amazing. So we have you focused on your power, your fire, your connection with spirit, your light worker. And look, we've got this person coming slowly, slowly, slowly. And they do say this journey can take years. So if you're someone who's just met your counterpart, you know, buckle up, baby. I'm not going to lie, and I'm not trying to get you down on your journey. But like 2 years ago when I was watching tarot and I was watching twin flame readings, I was the one that was like, I don't have to follow the twin flame rules. I can be the exception. I don't need it to last years. Wrong. It's like spirit was up there laughing at me like, oh, if you only knew what is happening. Remember in those cards it talked about union, we are coming into union. And it talked about not giving up hope. And I specifically talked about how feminines give up hope once they don't see it manifest the way they think it's supposed to manifest in the time it's supposed to manifest. They start pushing the connection away, or they start doubting it. They start giving into their fear. So to me, it looks like you may be in a critical point of your journey where you're tapping into your power and your person is slowly coming towards you, but you don't see it in the 3D, and you could be losing hope. And I just want to say that you could have some tests coming in. There's energy of a test. And, you know, sometimes the universe sends you a test for yourself to see if you've broken a pattern. And sometimes your ego sends you a test to see just how strong your dedication and hope to this really is. And I know that sounds cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because you can't see it and you can't look at it, but it's true. Anyway, I can't believe that. Look, 10 of Wands, is it time to give up this counterpart journey? Like maybe you've had enough. I've been there. I've been there. I have been the counterpart that when a tower moment happens, I'm like, "Ooh, I am such an idiot. I fell for this again." Like, and my ego starts going. Anyway, let's see what's coming out. So I'm just going to do a quick shuffle. 9 of Pentacles, beautiful. That's some real interesting energy, because I'm seeing someone who's turning their sadness into power. That's what I'm seeing, you. Empress, Divine Feminine, 9 of Pentacles, your highest self. And it feels like this sadness. Ooh, look at that, 6 of Wands. You could be someone who's turning this journey into your own like career in the spotlight. Maybe you're guiding others. Anyway, interesting. A connection meant to help you find your soul path. Maybe you're meant to be a light worker. Maybe you're a starseed. 10 of Cups. Anyway, we have a runner. Knight of Wands. We have the runner. So let's see what's going on. We'll go past energy first for this collective. Past energy. Past energy. Oh, look at this. We have the spiritual awakening when you first met. I dropped a card. I have to go get it. All right, I'm only going to take this, but I'll talk about it. So we have Ace of Wands. So there was a soul spark between you and this person. Instant soul spark, attraction, magnetic attraction, chemistry, insane, unexplainable connection like we were talking about. 8 of Wands. So fast, rapid growth, rapid feelings, rapid attraction. It's when your two souls come together, it's like, and then they're connected. And it all happens really quick. And a lot of counterparts say that, me included, that after a few months, that's when the separation starts. It's like a whirlwind in the beginning, and then it all comes crumbling down. We also have the Ace of Pentacles here. So we do have, the start of, there was a beginning here between the two of you. But when it's so fast, I tell people when it goes from 0 to 100, there's nowhere to come but down. There's nowhere to go but down. And, when counterparts, I feel like I'm rambling. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. When counterparts come together, everything happens really, really quick. And then after you separate, anytime you come back together, things are supposed to go very, very, very slow. You're supposed to learn how to work with this energy, Anyway, so we do have that instant soul recognition between the two of you. All right, so let's see current energy between the two of you. We have the Sun. How interesting. Look at this. Yes. So current energy, we do have, I think you are focused on your soul path right now, whatever that is with the Sun. There's a lot of healing energy that you're giving off right now. You could be glowing. People could be like, oh, you look so great. And you're like, thanks. I feel like shit. No, poop. Anyway, whatever. 10 of Pentacles. So for some of you, maybe your person is already in a situation, or you are, and this person is trying to gain clarity on this. We have the Ace of Swords. That shows a breakthrough moment here. Your person is having an awakening. And it could be that, you're having your own awakenings about things. Maybe you're having your own realizations about this. What's happening now with the 10 of Pentacles, what's happening now is happening for long-term stability. So I feel like whatever you're working on right now and whatever they're working on right now, it's to bring growth in the long term. It's not meant to be quick, Healing takes time. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant and the King of Swords. So it feels like someone who, very interesting, because we had that card about listening to your inner monster, not your ego monster. And it feels to me like that's what this person may be doing. They're connecting with their higher self, looking at this from a more spiritual sense, maybe. This could also be someone receiving, this King of Swords could be receiving guidance from, a spiritual advisor or a tarot reader or whatever. Anyway, it looks to me like they're getting ready to make a choice here. I see the Lovers to come in towards you with truth and clarity about what they learned. But like I said, it might be a test, you know? This could be a test to see if the two of you have grown enough. So let's see near future energy. I feel like right now you're both working on your own stability. Knight of Cups, a romantic offer, someone telling you how they feel. This is rekindling energy. And you know, I do see the King of Pentacles here too. So it feels to me, yeah, there it is. It feels to me like someone is coming towards you. Someone's going to reach out. We do have the message, the letter there with a stable offer, perhaps. I'm going to put the King of Pentacles back in and we're going to check your person's energy. But that does show like rekindling energy, someone wanting to talk about feelings, you know. We also have 10 of Swords in reverse on the bottom. So that shows reconnecting with this person after being in hanged man energy with them. What are you? Oh, 9 of Cups. Okay. 7 of Cups in reverse. Clarity. So let's see your energy right now. How are you feeling about this connection? Am I delusional? Is it all in my head? Am I imagining things? Are they going to commit me? Am I crazy? Why am I believing in this thing that I can't see and everybody tells me is not real, you know? This is your current energy when it comes to this connection, so in separation with this person. But look, you either feel connected. This is about thoughts, right? So in reality, there's nothing bad happening to you. But in your head, in your body, I feel like you are worried that, you know, you're doing this for nothing. Yesterday when I was doing TikToks, it kept going to the sound clip, all that work and what did it get me? Why did I do it? So you could be worrying that you're, and I don't mean waiting for this person, but you could feel like you're investing in the counterpart connection for nothing. That's fear, you know, and in reality, you're not tied up. There's nothing to fear. But yeah, you could also be looking at some of your inner traumas with this card. With the 8 of Swords, you could be looking at some of your own childhood traumas, the things that make you feel trapped. Interesting. Let's see your person's energy or how they're feeling about this connection. How are they feeling about this connection, your person? Page of Swords, they're watching you. Look, that is crazy business. So they see you as someone who's protecting yourself from them right now. And look, what are they thinking about? They're realizing that you're their wish fulfillment. And that's them listening to their inner monster there, their intuition monster, like that card. This is the energy you need to listen to your intuition if you're to have your wish fulfillment, you know? And we have Page of Swords. So it confirms what was coming out in the cards. They're keeping an eye on you. They're learning about themselves. You know, this is a student energy. So they're learning about themselves. Could be watching you. Let's see. What is currently blocking this connection? What is blocking this connection? We have the Empress in reverse, my friends, and King of Pentacles. So this person isn't yet stable enough. This is someone who could be very focused on their finances right now, you know, bettering themselves, especially if their self-esteem is low, you know, getting into Emperor energy, Judgment. So what could be blocking this? They might need to take accountability for this. They might need to, this is like a conversation that maybe the two of you need to have. I just think this is very interesting that we have the Empress in reverse as a blockage, because that's lack of self-esteem. It's also, to me, very, you know, lack of Empress energy. So maybe you're having a hard time surrendering and believing in this. I always tell people, we can say we're the Empress. We can say that we've detached and that we don't care. But our energy does something different. So until our energy aligns with this divine feminine energy, you'll know it when you do. You'll feel it. But this shows, you know, the need to embody that feminine energy and surrender the outcome here. So maybe you're someone who's trying to think about when this is going to happen. Hang on. You could be someone who is putting other things in your life on hold because you think that something's going to happen with this person. For example, I'm using myself as an example. I put off things in my journey because I thought, well, if my counterpart talks to me, this was like last year or the year before, if my counterpart talks to me by then maybe I'll go see them. So if I'm going to go see them, I don't want to take a trip somewhere else and plan a vacation somewhere else. So I'll put my vacation on hold just in case this person comes back. That's that waiting energy. So make sure you're not doing that. Interesting. What is currently helping this connection? What is currently helping this counterpart connection? The Tower, the ending. Yes, what did I say? Those towers, man, when I started hitting them, I hated them. I was like, another tower moment. But they leave in their place growth and transformation. So what's helping this right now is the fact that this came down. It crashed down. There was an ending. What's helping this right now, I feel like you and your person trigger each other's wounds. Like I said, my counterpart triggers my wounds in like a way that nobody else has except my parents, and vice versa. So that's what's helping this right now. Somebody could be getting therapy as well. You know what else is helping this? I'm seeing your person doesn't have enough to give to you right now, so they're holding back, and that's helping because they can't give you equal give and take if they're not healed, they're not ready. So that's actually helping right now that the two of you are not exchanging energy and that you're having this tower moment. And I know that's hard to hear when you're in separation. I know it. My friend, I know it. Let's see your person's current intentions towards you. We've got Hanged Man energy, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups. So this person's current intentions, it feels like they are following their heart to you. Hanged Man energy, it feels like maybe they're intending to surrender to this and to, you know, show you this generous offer of love here with the Queen of Cups. You know, we see the Ace of Cups. This person wants to give love to you. With the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, it could be that this person, I saw the Two of Cups in reverse. So this person may feel like you don't have a love for them anymore. We also have renewal energy on the bottom. It's like your person wants to invest in this. Let's see their next actions towards you. What do we have? We have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. How interesting. So we do have, this can be the start of a relationship as well. And maybe you thought this person would never commit. You know, the pigs flying, like when pigs fly, that person will commit. But their next action is to come in with this Page of Cups to follow their intuition. The Knight of Pentacles shows this person being determined to become more stable for you, and they are coming in here with communication and clarity. But I have to say, with the Knight of Pentacles energy, I think it's coming in slowly. And I am thankful for the pivotal moments that helped define my life. Like this freaking tower moment right here, like this separation. Right before that affirmation popped down, I was about to say, you need to get to the part of your counterpart journey that when there's a separation, you're like, oh, it's time to work on me now. Like, how much healing can I do? How much spiritual growth can I do before this person comes back into my life? You turn that separation into power, that time, the waiting, you turn it into power. Interesting. Let's get one more for actions, please, Spirit. What can you tell me about what action this person will take? We have the Hierophant. Commitment. What did I just say? The commitment card was there. So this is someone who's going to commit to this. This is someone who's going to communicate their spiritual truth, their feelings. We also have this, Two of Pentacles. So this person is going to come in when they've found balance in their life, when they can give you equal give and take, remember? I want to see what you can do in the meantime, because clearly you are, you know, this person, look, they're on their way, but they're taking their time. And that's what you want, you know? You don't want someone who's like, comes back in like a week later. You want someone who comes back in months later because that's when they've actually had the realizations. I'm telling you, in my situation, anytime my person and I started talking again quickly, no. And again, I was like, I don't have to be like everybody else. I can change it. And I think maybe every feminine goes through that, where they feel like they can be the exception. I don't have to follow the rules. I'm autistic and ADHD. I don't like instructions. Anyway, what can you do to help this connection along? 5 of Wands, work on your own blockages. Interesting. How interesting. So for some of you, it might be that you need to detach from this person energetically. Use the meditations. You don't have to cut cords if you don't want to. I've never been into cutting cords. The reader I love said don't do it, and I'm like, okay, I won't. Lots of readers talk about cutting cords. I'm sure it helps or whatever. I do not have experience in that, so I will just tell you what my reader told me, which is it's better not to mess with energetic cords. Look at this. We have the Lovers and the Devil in reverse, and that shows, you know, you could have codependent attachments to this person. And what that might look like is, as soon as you start talking to this person, using myself as an example, as soon as there's a reconnection, you might want more. Like, give me more energy, give me more of your time. You may feel like, you may go through periods where you feel like this person ignores you or doesn't have time for you. And those are something the feminine goes through, because sometimes the feminine can become codependent in that way. And every time I bring that up, I trigger somebody in my comment section, so I'm not trying to trigger you. I'm not telling you that you don't deserve reciprocal love. But I was the same. I thought, all I want is reciprocal love. All I want is someone to return the energy that I have to give. And I thought it was all my counterpart's fault. And all the while, I had a freaking deep neglect wound. And I was operating from that wound. And I was looking for my counterpart to fill that void. And to, you know, I was codependent on it. And I would be like, you know, upset if 5 hours went by and I hadn't heard from them, you know? And saying that out loud, anyway, I still struggle with it. So work on perhaps your codependencies. If you have any addictions or vices that you've been meaning to look at your shadows, and then release, like surrender the outcome, release attachment to it. Because you came up in 8 of Swords energy, so it kind of feels like this still holds power over you. And Spirit's saying you have to release the power this holds over you. You have to keep going with your life. And you know, it's possible that when you're busy focusing on yourself, someone new walks into your life, you know? So many people want to know one way or another if they're going to have union. And there's a reason Spirit keeps that from us, you know? Anyway. And to improve the connection you have with yourself, to choose yourself. And that's, we go through tests and counterpart journeys where our counterpart is coming from a place of shadow, and we need to choose ourselves, and vice versa sometimes. And we have 8 of Pentacles here. So your advice is to invest in yourself. You know, so many people are like, well, if my counterpart's not going to come back, I want new. And Spirit's saying it's not about your counterpart coming back. It's not about someone else coming in. It's about you. You're the main character in this scenario. You're supposed to be focused on you. You. Be the main character in your own story. I'm going to put that back. Let's look at the future of this connection. So let's see the future. What does the future hold for this beautiful connection? We have The Page of Wands, Justice, Justice and Page of Wands, and Queen of Pentacles. So Queen. So for outcome, we have Queen of Pentacles, which is a very stable energy. It's long-term stability. It's comfort, financial comfort. So maybe the two of you come together when, you know, you're more evolved, and then the Queen of Pentacles is about like having a nice house and having nice things, possibly being a mother, nurturing, like having children, maybe starting your own business. Anyway, Page of Wands, that's the mini Fool. So it shows that someone takes action here towards this Queen of Pentacles after a time of self-reflection. And I heard a reader say that whenever the Hermit card comes out, it shows that someone has been doing the work. Someone has been reflecting about this, you know? On the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. There's that real leap of faith, because this is the mini leap of faith. So to me, it shows that maybe this person takes a leap of faith towards you. Maybe this person has more reflecting to do. Maybe when they come in, you see they have more reflecting to do. So you're patient, you know, you keep working on yourself, keep focusing on yourself, releasing attachment, and then you do have this brand new beginning with this person, a rebirth. We also have the King of Cups. And remember, this person's intentions were the Queen of Cups. So it's very symbolic to me that you and this person have a very intuitive connection. We have the Lovers, union. And we also have a counterpart match here. We also had, that's insane. The only person we didn't see was the King of Wands, and the Emperor. Isn't that interesting? I saw all the queens, and I saw all the kings except the King of Wands and the Emperor. So it feels to me like you're going through all your queen energies, and your person still has to go through King of Wands. And King of Wands can be the ego. King of Wands can be the selfishness. The King of Wands can be, you know, ego. So maybe your person, you know, isn't yet ready to give up their lifestyle, isn't yet ready to settle down. Maybe they're working through that King of Wands energy. Maybe they have control issues. Take it as it resonates. I just heard maybe they're supposed to evolve into a light worker themselves. But anyway, that's just for some of you. But yeah, we see all of the kings here except the King of Wands. So it feels to me like your person is getting close. Interesting. Anyway, very generous love here. A loving connection where you feel supported and loved. And the Lovers and renewal here. So beautiful. I feel like that was a really long reading. I'm going to leave it here. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.